is this card? I don't want to see it. It's not what I actually see. I close my eyes. Or hello everyone. So today we continue these sessions of embracing our fears whenever we do our tarot reading sessions. Just in one of the previous sessions, we've been talking about the Death card and how we can rewire this card towards our benefit. So instead of seeing death into this card and losses which it can bring with us, we actually rewire the whole perception of the card towards this perception of change and welcoming that change into our life so that we could grow. We welcome this perception of growth. We establish the powerful meditation, as you can see, the powerful active meditation. We affirm that the change is inevitable, as you can see here in the affirmation for that card, and we know that we need that change for the further growth. Today I will talk to you about the next card, which I honestly love so much, and the name of this card is the Tower. I am creator of this deck, by the way, as you could probably notice from the previous sessions, and I developed this deck specifically to help you notice such a rich symbolism from different angles on each and every card and develop that sense of attention, high attention towards symbols which are all around us. In order to be successful into this life, guess what you need? One of the most powerful aspects of yours, so that to be actually onto the top of this creation, is attention. You must be attentive. You must be attentive towards each and every single here and derive the specific meanings out of it which work for you. In this case, you will not be the puppet of the card which is called the Tower. You will not be the puppet of the card the Handman. You will rewire those cards in a way, the card's meaning in a way which works for you, to do really constructive changes into your life. And that's what we are after, okay? I am a true believer that we really own our lives. There is this next level of operating through these realities, through the matrix of this reality, when we literally take the charge of this life into our hands and we use our tarot deck, our beautiful tarot deck, so that it would just inform us what is currently the snapshot into our reality today, and we would do those informative changes. We kind of like look at what we see and we do the clear constructive changes based on what we see. We pick the direction which works for us. We are not fearful of what we see in the card, and we are not really wired to be like so-called puppets of the collective consciousness. Because guess what? Usually when you start studying these tarot cards, you go to memorization of keywords, key phrases, what the card means, into the classic representation of it in Rider-Waite, Marseille, whatever you currently use. But the truth is, the real, true, authentic tarot cards reading, if you want really to look into the mirror of your creation, right? If you want to look at yourself through the tarot deck, you want to be reading the tarot deck from your heart, from your intuition. You want to develop that intuition within yourself, and we'll talk about it later in other sessions. I will share with you all the tips and tricks regarding that so that you would be firmly established there, right? Now, today in this session, we will go and analyze the Tower card. I love this card. Why do I love this card? From one perspective, the Tower card is complete destruction, falling down, whatever. That's what the collective consciousness represents for us, this card. And we're just like, oh, what is this card? I don't want to see it. It's not what I actually see. I close my eyes, or I start focusing on all the calamities of this Babylon Tower, and I go into the stream of self-destruction. No, that's not how we read this card. I suggest a different way of this card reading. Look at the card. What if you actually perceive this card as opening up into your mental body? I really love welcoming this card into my reality. We perceive these cards usually through memorization of these cards. We work with these cards through the collective consciousness because we memorize what was established before us. But what if we are open towards some new perception of this card? And we perceive this card from that aspect. If I see this card, it means I am ready to open up the gap within my mental body now towards new streams of consciousness to come through me. What if we perceive this card in this way? Then the blitz of creation, thunder, will be so amazing for you, right? You will welcome it. What if everything what was established before should be cleansed? And on this territory, clean territory, new terrain, you establish something new and beautiful. I want to ask you, why do you actually go and start reading tarot? Maybe you want to find some solutions. Maybe something is actually not working in your life right now, and you want to find some keys to the better life, right? Whatever it is, in your health, in your relationships, in your wealth, whatever the area you pick for yourself, in your spirituality, you want to find something what will help you to expand in this reality, okay? So why not to perceive this card from that aspect? So this card is welcoming tremendous change. This card actually shows I am ready to release all the previous images of myself. I am ready to be free from all the images of myself. Because all this imagery about yourself, guess what it is creating? It is putting you into that tower, your tower of creation, your Babylon tower. Maybe it's time that everything should fall down, actually. Everything should fall down and you start building everything from scratch. Now let's come to the book which I prepared for you together with this beautiful deck, my tarot deck, right? I just want to remind you that I created it specifically so that you would be able to work with your consciousness and establish the righteous codes within it. That's why the book itself is not a regular book which actually describes the cards. It has specific affirmations, affirmative statements. Whenever you work with establishment of a new quality within you or a new so-called phase in your life, you want to do the specific affirmation which will help you to go through the process smoothly. So let's have a look at the tower and what does it tell us. I am trying to find it. By the way, in case if you are already in such in tunement with yourself, I would recommend to establish, based on your new perception of this card, your own affirmation. And I would love to hear actually your affirmations here down in these comments after you listen to this session. So here, my proposed affirmation is: change is inevitable, and based on how I react to new circumstances, it can turn out to be positive. What a wonderful affirmation to write down before you go to sleep, right? Rewire your brain towards the new perception of this card in case if it is pulled out by you during your tarot reading. Okay? All right, so I want to welcome all of you here today. I really am so thankful that you are here with me during all this session. I hope it will serve you well, and from now on you will perceive this card differently and you will welcome it into your reality, because only through change we actually evolve here. Thank you so much and wishing you a lovely day.